Marius, Child, and Aventurine. What do these boys have in common? Well, a lot, actually. But while Marius and Child have sat on their little podiums in my heart for a very long time, almost 3 years, and counting, Honkai Star Rail's latest character, Aventurine, has come in with his dead fish eyes and sad ass backstory and wrecked my heart in about the same ways as the other two. Coming from the Strategic Investment Department of the Interastral Peace Corporation, one of the 10 Stonehearts, Aventurine is a lot more than someone named after a rock with a lot of money. And I promise, it's not just about the money. He's a gambler, a flamboyant little peacock with an expensive outfit to match. He's literally wearing a three-piece suit, fur-lined, that is covered with card suits, with his hat and glasses. He's a fancy little man. And his constant grin is accompanied by some very special eyes and a mask that he doesn't let slip. He's so annoying. The mask is so obvious. He throws money at things, flaunting his wealth. His position is backed by so much money, and yet he just goes around betting his life on things. He isn't afraid to take risks, and as a merchant, a businessman, maybe this is considered a good quality of his. But God, have some self-preservation skills, please. All that money is not going to a therapist, I'll tell you that much. Bro is low-key suicidal. Sir, what are you trying to do? Stop doing that. He knows you can't actually die in the dreamscape. He tested it out himself. Why? Why did you do that? I'm shaking him. The tattoo on his neck and his pretty eyes betray him though. He's a slave. I'd say he used to be a slave, but even with his current job, it's hard to say. Someone else's property and the last of his kind. Aventurine's real name is actually Kakavasha, meaning child blessed by Gaiathar Triclops. Born into this world to face impending death. But when Kakavasha was born, it started to rain, a sign of his god's blessing. It literally wasn't even real rain though. The IPC made it. It's fake rain. The fact that it happened while his mother was praying for him. Coincidence? Maybe. Segonians had a belief system outside of the Eons, and it's believed that it's for this reason that they face such harsh conditions. Kind of like Khaenri'ah, basically. And Sigonia is a desert wilderness, a land of rock but not water, lightning but not rain, blood but not tears. And it houses the Avgins, which is what Kakavasha and his family are, and the Catechans. And they have this Amber Era long rivalry, basically. And the Catechans are described by Kakavasha's older sister as bloodthirsty and cruel, just taking and taking, only to end up with nothing. However, just like his name suggests, Kakavasha has been blessed with an unnatural amount of luck. After his mother died, he lived in the desert with his sister as his only guardian, and even used his good luck to get back his mother's necklace from the Catechans. Between him and two birds in the desert, who would die first? Amazing gamble. Glad you won, buddy. Glad you're still alive, Pookie. God, if anything happens to him, might even just be his own fault, but like, God, I'm gonna, no. Anyway, but even good luck can be a curse. After being the implied sole survivor of the extinction event that wiped out the rest of his kind, he was bought for his good luck. He lived, so he should probably be pretty lucky, right? He and his good luck, an asset to someone else. All for the price of 60 tanba, however much that costs. But to a boy down on his luck, what's another gamble? After all, what does he have to lose? He'll even cut you a deal, half price. He wins the insane high key battle royale against 34 other people, and he gets 30 tanba. But to his new master, it's all or nothing. Bro was like, ha ha ha, no. Either you come back with more money, or you don't come back at all. But this lucky hound isn't going to be shackled down, and he kills his master and gambles his way all the way to the IPC. He scams the IPC and makes it on the news, and gets caught and brought to Jade just so he can make another bet. He bets that Jade will not send him to the gallows, so he's betting on his life again, and all he wants is just money, the remainder of his market value. Jade gives him the money and more. Kakavasha's a nice name, but it's a name destined to die, unlike himself. And so he creates a new identity for himself, and with luck on his side and never having lost, Aventurine reaches new heights, creating more wealth for the IPC. He claws his way out of the life he's been dealt, and yet into another precarious situation. Again and again, it's all or nothing. Even though he since killed the man who told him that, he still lives and dies by those words. He keeps making all these risky gambles, even though he knows there are easier, more efficient ways to do things, but he still goes all or nothing just to level the playing field, just so it's fair. He gambles on his life, just another asset, and the fact that he's still here, well, the man's on a winning streak. But perhaps saying he's never lost is just another act. He lost his father to quicksand before he was even born, and he had to run away from the Catechans, run without looking back as they killed his mother and sister, lying in a pool of blood, playing dead as the Catechans were hot on his heels, piercing laughter drilling into his heart as he had to leave behind his only remaining family. Was it really good luck that he managed to survive? That only he managed to survive? He lost his freedom because of this good luck, and that loss forever burned into the skin of his neck. A barcode, a product. And even after killing the man who shackled him, meeting the person who could give him back the money he was bought for, he lost his identity too. Who is Aventurine? Does the man himself know? The best way to fool others is to fool yourself, after all. Yet despite this act, he turned down an invitation to the masked fools, and became another pawn for the IPC. He killed his master, only to be held down by another one. A scared child with nothing to lose, aligning with the preservation. Maybe he has more to protect than he realizes. Despite, or maybe because, of everything he's been through, he still cares a lot for people. Even on his last legs, 17 system hours left to live, to random strangers on the street, he still cares. Even when he's looking for information, he still gives them hope and positivity despite being in so much pain. And when he meets his child self and he doesn't even know it's his child self, he's still so nice. And he's actually very sentimental too. The lucky charm his mother gave him, made of gold, his father's shirt ruined when he was lying in that blood, he still has them. He didn't need to keep the charm his mother gave him. He could have sold it and lived a normal life with his sister. He didn't need to go bet his life, his actual whole ass life as a kid. Bro was an actual child when he did that. He didn't need to do that just to get back his mother's necklace. But those two were the only things his mother could ever give them again. And he keeps these things from the past, unaware of how much he's changed, grown since then. All that wealth, and it still feels like the only thing worth betting on is his life. He's gotten so much money, and his clothes are so much more expensive. And as his future self even says, he is now the hunter instead of the hunted. And I think it's just like really hard for him to believe it. For someone who makes such big bets, Aventurine is so afraid to lose. For someone so ready to stake his life on grand gambles, Aventurine is not ready to die. Perhaps one day he'll go to the place where his family is, but until then, he will be preparing to make them proud. Bro better not be dead, or I'm gonna show up to MiHoYo HQ. God, I don't know how many takes this is, but this is the last one. I don't think I can do this again. Anyway, yeah, Aventurine really just the guy ever. My poor little meow meow. He's so like, God, he's so tragic. And like, I'm not even gonna start on the ships, right? But like, God, I've known him for how many, like a one patch, and I'll kill for him. But yeah, I just figured this would be a good video. I guess just another attempt at me making more unscripted. I don't know whether you guys could tell. I was mostly reading from a script from this, but just another like lore explaining video. I think this is fun. Probably not insane enough, but you know, it's still quite fun. I just felt like I should be making more videos for this channel since I'm on my sem break now. The thing about Aventurine, right, is like they're so like he has this one persona of just like rich bitch, you know, rich guy flaunting his wealth, just giving his money willy nilly. And like when he gives you his money, like when you just meet him, it's sort of like you sort of get the impression that he's trying to show off, but he also just gives out his money like that. And I think in some way it's also like him giving out, like just sharing the wealth that he couldn't have as a kid. Like when he gives those gems to that one singer, he's like, "Oh, I couldn't bear to see someone sad in this lovely dreamscape." And like, was he really just saying that to get info? Like he doesn't need so many of the things he doesn't need to do, but he still does them. And you can, and it's just cuz that's what kind of person he is. And like he's so gentle with that child self. He's lived through that downright hellish life, and yet he sees this past version of himself, and he's like, "No, I'm going to give this kid hope. I know what this kid's been through, but I'm still going to give this kid, even if it's not real, I'm still going to give him hope," right? And he's just oof. I can't even really describe it. Like Marius and Child, right? God, I got this. I think somebody said this to me once and I never let go of it, but they're like, "Oh, you just like him cuz they're rich." No. There's so much more to all these people, all these characters than just money. I mean, it's like one of the selling points, obviously. Half the shit they do, if it wasn't cause of the money they had behind them, they could not get away with it. But it's like they have so much more to them, right? And Aventurine is so much more than just a gambler, some rich guy from the IPC, capitalist, you know. He was a previous slave, he had to try very hard to get to where he is now. And yeah, he's had the luck advantage, but how real is this luck really when it's just, oh, you didn't die. Congratulations. Like, is it really luck? Like, why him? You know, why did he have to live when everyone else he cared about died? It's kind of like a whole immortals and mortals situation without even being immortal. It just, I kind of get the idea also. It sounds like the reason why he does all this is like also an attempt to escape, right? Like, how much does he really care about the IPC? Because based on how the story's going right now, it seems like they're trying to make the IPC sort of a villain. And so, like, how much of a stake does he really have in the IPC? Like, how much does he really want to be there? Of course, there's the whole thing about Jade and Topaz giving him their cornerstones. Like, that is very obviously some amount of trust. So I don't know what his relationship with Jade is. Is she just another master too? Like, is he really only there because, like, if it wasn't because of his job at the IPC, he'd be straight up dead because of his crimes? Like, they have the power to do that. There's IPC lore. I don't want to get into it because it's so much and I don't know enough about it. I've just been going insane about Aventurine since the patch. But oh my god. Anyway, I'm done. I'm done. I'm so done.
Farewell, Kakavasha.